And before we dive into today's idea spotlight, I want to thank Clone Army Customs for helping make this episode of Beyond the Brick possible. If you are building any Lego Star Wars related builds, check out clonearmycustoms.com for all of their incredible Lego Star Wars minifigures and accessories to help make your builds amazing today. Look for a link to their website in the description. And thank you so much to Francisco for joining me on the stream today. He has this amazing Lego Spinning Planets project that depicts a number of different space-related scenes here. So, Francisco, if you just want to start off by telling us about the inspiration for this model and how you came up with this idea.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for inviting me. I am really honored. And well, I hope that your followers and everybody likes the project. Okay, so maybe I can first tell you a little bit about the project.
Yeah.
There are different sets. Each one has a planet, different micros that orbit that planet and that you can replace, like you can see in the video. Each one has also different styles and a minifigure with accessories, a base that allows them to connect so you can spin them together. And well, the first three that I made was the Mtron set, the Future Alien set, and the set of the Earth. Okay, so, well, now I got 6 planets. And, well, how did the idea came up? I'm a huge Star Wars fan, so I got like these old sets that got the planet. I don't know if you have seen them.
Oh yeah, the Star Wars planet sets. Yeah, with like a little micro ship then as well.
Yeah, I love them. They got like this combination of a beautiful planet and a minifigure and also a spaceship. So I thought, why isn't there like anything else done with that planet? Because that part is very unique and beautiful. So I started to think what I could do about that. And I also love spaceships and science fiction. So one of my biggest dreams has always been like having a huge fleet, maybe of Star Wars. I thought that maybe I could do like a fleet, maybe not so huge, but with micros. That is a kind of build that I also love because the design that you make is great. I mean, you have to abstract the forms and the shape in just a small part that represents a lot. So with that in mind, I thought about how to create a set. And I also thought that, well, if I could add motion to it, it would be very fun. Maybe like a kind of moving sculpture where you could place your favorite micros orbiting the planet and have fun for hours.
Right. The movement really adds kind of a playability wow factor to it.
Yes. I really like that. Well, people could change the micros and make it spin, well, manually or with a motor, and also that they can connect, so you can spin like the 3 or 5 together and just watch them move for hours.
So let's talk about the theme for each of these in a little more detail. Start with the Mtron one if you want to, and kind of how you themed that one and the design of that particular planet model.
Yeah, that one I got it here. Okay. It has a lot of pieces of parts that are only from those years. It has like these neon parts and, well, a lot of red and black. The planet I painted manually, and it was like a kind of dark world, which I kind of imagined when I was a kid, that could be for the Mtron line. And well, it has the normal accessory that is the radio.
Right, that's the accessory
Uh,
that so many of those space minifigures came with in the early years.
yeah, yeah.
And you captured the iconic look of Mtron really nicely with that like trans neon green look, and then the red pieces, which is so iconic. One of the most
Mhm.
famous, Lego space themes I would say of all time here.
Yeah, I love it when I was a kid, and also it has like this kind of a structure that is very bulky, like very square. So I wanted to have that in the model.
Yeah, this one's fantastic. Did you customize the planets for all of these builds, or only some of them?
Only some because well, I had one for the Battle of Endor that has the original planet paint, and also for Future Aliens set, I have one that that one that has like the clouds. I thought it would work well.
The one
For
on the right there, the blue and white one.
yeah,
Okay.
for the human, I have to paint it with a lot of layers. I have to make the continents by hand, and at the end the clouds. And well, it was kind of tricky.
Yeah, that let's talk about that one next then. So the more realistic kind of planet Earth one with some of these are these kind of accurate kind of micro scale versions of different spacecraft throughout the years flying around there?
Well, I tried them to be. I mean, I got here. Uh, I tried to make the. At first, I made a lot of human spaceships and satellites, and then I thought that maybe I could include the most iconic space craft done by humans and place them in the set, so it will become a human exploration uh, set, a space exploration set. So, for example, you can see that we have like the Hubble, the space shuttles, we have the Sputnik, the Vostok, uh, we have the Saturn V, we have even a UFO.
You got to have the UFO.
Yeah, Voyager 1, International Space Station. And well, also you have like the solar system here. That is what those kind of small parts represent.
Oh, so kind of other planets, little very small
Mhm.
micro representation there.
Yeah. Also, well, as you can see, some of the parts don't have like the colors I want them to have. So that is kind of what I edit in the pictures.
So did you switch up the colors a bit in the photos to kind of show what you would kind of like Lego to do with this if it became a set?
Yeah, that is part of of my process because I always take pictures of the sets, and well, sometimes I don't have like the parts, and uh, it is easier for me to edit them because that is like uh, part of what I do since I was in college, like to take pictures and edit them. I really love that. So I think it kind of shows a little in the images that I can work with that.
Right. We have a good question in the chat related to your planet there. Is that a NASA scan of the Earth printed out on the planet, or how did you kind of base that look of the Earth
No,
there? What did you use to make that?
no. I did it by hand. I just had like a map in my mobile and started to paint like with acrylic over the planet, and it was totally by hand.
So it's all hand painted then.
Yeah.
That's a lot more impressive.
Thank you. Yeah, I was really careful. Even though I am not like the best with doing manual stuff, I am better with digital stuff. Yeah.
And related to this, you also made a really cool video with its kind of a history of space exploration. So I think we can share that here to show this off, but talk about how you made this video as well, because it shows the different kind of micro models that you made really nicely.
Yeah, well, also I took a lot of pictures to make it. So what you see spinning around are the real models. from the pictures. Um, and even the planet is also from a video that I did an edit. I also made some illustrations that are to the left, so that you can see more clearly how the spaceship original design is in comparison to the micro build. And what I like about this video is that it shows a little of history, so people can learn more about each of the iconic space achievements of human. And I also think that maybe this set can be great for kids to learn a little bit of history.
Right. It's amazing. It's really, really cool whenever you can have a model that looks impressive and is, fun to play with, but also can be educational and kind of help kids learn, which is true of so many of the Lego space sets over the years. And I think that's why they continue to do them, because it really checks a lot of those different boxes that Lego tries to do as a company.
Yes, I really love that could be done. And I think that these planets can make like a line, and so you can have like different styles and themes that can be used to play. For example, the Star Wars Battle of Endor that I made, I really like it. It is one of my favorite ones. And I now I only got like 6 planets, but I got a lot more in mind.
Yeah, you can see the whole big variety there, and it's really impressive. I want to talk about the third one that we kind of touched on earlier, though, which is that like your futuristic space one, or what's kind of the theme of that one with that has the blue and white planet?
Yeah, for this one, I call it future space. And
Okay.
you can see the alien here, and what it has different is that it doesn't have micros orbiting, but instead it has like an alien structure around that you can imagine like these big cities or orbital structures being there. And also what you can see is that it has like a different design because it has like more round shapes and also more kind of clear parts.
Yeah, and you can see the functionality there. You spin it all around.
Yeah, and you can place like a motor here and make it spin automatically.
What's the structure like in the base there that lets you spin these around? Is there gears and everything that kind of keeps those going?
Oh, that was like some of the most tricky parts because it has mostly like 3 how do you call them, like the parts that get together.
The gear pieces.
Yeah, the gear.
Okay.
It has like 3 of those in the center, and for that part I kind of explore it in 3D because I wanted to be like to use the smallest parts, so the rest of the base will have more space to add the design there. But it is quite simple. It is like 2 bars and 3 gears and a few bricks with holes, and that made the base.
Great. Yeah, you don't want to overcomplicate things like that, because if this gets turned into a set, you want the average builder to be able to build this and put it on display.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So those are some awesome looking models, and I wanted to mention that this is not your first time with a Lego Ideas project. You actually had one that hit 10,000 votes a little while back with your Mexico City skyline set, right?
Yeah. Mexico City. Well, I have it here too.
Yeah, there you go. So you still got the model together.
Oh yeah, this will never be torn apart.
So what have you learned then about kind of Lego Ideas, the platform, with the success of that project, and how are you, using that to help promote your current project?
Okay, it was a great project. It has been one of my best experiences in life because I had the chance to learn a lot, to meet a lot of great people. For example, the Look from Costa Rica that is called Tico Look. There are great builders and friends that helped me a lot. And well, with this, I got the chance to learn new techniques, to learn about how to make the campaign to get that 10K votes, which was it was a difficult work. I felt like I was running for president. Yeah, you have like to get a lot of votes and to make content and share it and get a lot of people to support you. So it took me some time to do, and well, also you have like to stand out against a lot of information in the web. So that is very difficult. And from it, I also learned, for example, you can see that that image was a 3D render. So I don't kind of like it now because it was like my first try. And after that, I got like the parts and made the pictures, and the pictures they look much more better. So I learned that once you upload something, you have like to try to have like the best image and content you can for the page. And also don't write a lot, because that I brought a lot for that, because I was very there was a lot of history, but a lot of text doesn't help.
People don't want to read like a whole book when they're checking out your project.
Yeah.
But this project was fantastic as well. So I'm glad you've been able to learn from that. And like you said, presentation is a really big deal. That's something that a lot of the guests we have on this show talk about, how important it is to get those photos looking nice. And when you first put that project up, make sure it looks as impressive as possible.
Yeah, it was one of my greatest experiences. I'm really grateful with everyone that helped me to get that to the 10K support, and for all that support that I got.
So yeah, people who want to check out the Spinning Planets project that we were talking about earlier, definitely make sure you look for a link in the description to go vote for that, because it's a fantastic looking model, and definitely go show some support to Francisco over there. I did want to also ask you briefly about your local lug. You mentioned you mentioned it a couple minutes ago, but talk a little bit about, if you can, the lug that you're a part of there, and kind of a lesser known part of the Lego community where you are.
Yeah, so it is quite recent. Well, it has about 1 or 2 years that it has been officially formed. It is the first and only look from Costa Rica. And there is a lot of people that have great building skills that have been collecting for a lot of time. And well, it has become a great community of friends that work together to share our love for Lego, and it has been great.
And we actually have a comment in the chat here from the Lug Facebook page. So there you go. You've got some local fans checking you out here.
Oh, that is great. I will tell them more. Have the link.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, I'm glad you've been able to get involved with, the lug there where you are, and, wish you the best of luck with the success of this project, Francisco. Like I said, everyone watching live here, or anyone watching this video, make sure you look in the description for a link to the Ideas project, and you can go over and support the Lego Spinning Planets project and help it reach that 10,000 vote milestone. Thank you so much, Francisco, for joining me today.
No, thank you, and really, I'm really honored to be here and for this space to share with everyone.
You're very welcome. It's a fantastic project, so keep up the good work, and we'll see everyone real soon.